Welcome to the Word with Kevin Kleiner. Today I'm just going to be talking about listening to instructions. When God speaks to us, most of the time He's instructing us things, so He tells us what to do. And basically, if you're being guided, you're being told what to do. So He gives us instructions. I just want to, you know, highlight why it's very important for us to listen to instructions. Um, we could never say we're obeying God when we don't listen to what He says. We could never really say we're walking with Him when we don't even have a regard for His word and what He says, even in His word. And there's a set of instructions of the things that we're supposed to do and the things that we're not supposed to do. But sometimes in our life, God also speaks to us personally where He's telling us to do a particular thing. Let us look at David. King David was very successful when he conquered Goliath because God said to him, first of all, God planted the thought, you can defeat this Goliath. And that was Holy Spirit. And he heard him. And he was like, I can't do this. And he felt the power of God welling up in him. And so the next instruction was pick up those stones. And he did pick up those stones. And then go for it. And then he went for it. And, he took his sling and long story short, he defeated Goliath. And that was the set of instructions. Moses, when they were at the Red Sea, the Lord said, you have to raise up that stuff. And he did so, and then God parted the sea. So when we're listening to instructions, what happens is we activate the power of God for working. We have one of my favorites, Joshua, where he speaks to the sun, and then the sun stands still. He was following God's instructions because he felt it. He felt it because the Holy Spirit was telling him it's very impossible. It's possible for you to speak to the sun, and the sun can stand still because the job has not yet been done. So if we look at all these people, they were successful because they listened to instructions, and each step had a formula. Each step there were steps to these instructions, and so when they followed through these steps, they were victorious because already by listening and obeying, they activated the power of God for working. So we can, and if we want to have a victorious life, when we listen to whatever God is telling us to do, we're going to activate the power of God. I just have a little testimony to tell you. There's a time when I didn't have any money, and I'm asking God, Lord, I'm believing you for this and that. And then God says, oh, take the last penny you have and may you bless her and so. And I was like, oh, Lord. Long story short, I obeyed, and God, oh, He's so faithful. He blessed me with a lot of money, and I was like, God. And He said, because you honored me. And so, and I then had to go back and pray and ask God for guidance to be able to use that money wisely, because it's always wise to go and consult God because He knows everything, right? So maybe be encouraged to listen to instructions, because that's where our place of victory lays.